Hello, students. Have you ever wondered how the incredible diversity of life we see today, trees, animals, birds, even ourselves, actually began? Let's travel back billions of years to the very dawn of life. About 2000 million years ago, the first cellular life forms appeared. These were simple cells, but their origin was a huge mystery. How did non-living macromolecules eventually organize into true cells? Scientists are still unraveling this puzzle. Some of these early cells could even release oxygen through primitive photosynthesis-like processes. This was revolutionary. It began enriching Earth's atmosphere with oxygen, changing the planet forever. From these humble beginnings, evolution gradually led to the rise of more complex, multicellular organisms. Isn't it fascinating to think that life's journey started with microscopic cells floating in ancient oceans? Fast forward to about 500 million years ago, life had already taken bold new forms. Invertebrates, animals without backbones, filled the seas. Think of starfish, jellyfish, or worms. These were some of Earth's earliest animals. By 350 million years ago, the first jawless fish appeared, our very distant ancestors swimming in those ancient waters. At around 320 million years ago, primitive plants and seaweeds began colonizing land, followed by more complex vegetation. Plants made land habitable by producing oxygen and organic matter, paving the way for animals to step ashore. Notice how life has always worked together, plants making oxygen, animals breathing it in. This was the stage set for one of the greatest shifts in evolutionary history, life moving from water to land. Have you ever noticed how frogs can live both in water and on land? Well, the origin of that lifestyle began around 350 million years ago with remarkable fish called lobefins. Unlike normal fish, lobefins had strong, muscular fins that could support their bodies, allowing them to crawl onto muddy shores. Over time, they gave rise to the very first amphibians. Amphibians were true pioneers, living in water but also venturing onto land. They became ancestors of modern frogs and salamanders. And here's something exciting. In 1938, a strange fish called the coelacanth was discovered off the coast of South Africa. It was thought to have gone extinct millions of years ago, but it turned out to be a living relative of those lobefins. Isn't it amazing to see a living fossil swimming among us today? Now, amphibians faced a problem. They had to lay eggs in water. But nature found a solution. From amphibians evolved reptiles, which laid thick-shelled eggs that didn't dry out under the sun. This adaptation gave reptiles complete independence from water. They flourished and spread across the earth, developing into turtles, tortoises, and crocodiles. For almost 200 million years, reptiles ruled the land, sea, and air. Some even returned to the oceans, evolving into fish-like reptiles such as ichthyosaurs. And then came the giants of evolution, dinosaurs. From small swift runners to massive predators like Tyrannosaurus rex, reptiles became the undisputed rulers of their time. Dinosaurs captured the imagination of scientists and children alike. Some stood as tall as 20 feet, with sharp teeth designed for hunting, while others grazed peacefully in herds. But about 65 million years ago, their reign suddenly ended. Why? Scientists debate, was it a catastrophic asteroid impact, drastic climate change, or gradual evolutionary replacement? Whatever the reason, dinosaurs vanished. But not all of them. Modern birds are considered the living descendants of certain reptilian groups. So every time you watch a pigeon or sparrow fly across the sky, remember, you're looking at the last surviving dinosaurs. With dinosaurs gone, another group seized the opportunity, mammals. The first mammals were tiny, shrew-like creatures, small enough to hide from predators. Mammals had a major advantage. They were viviparous, giving birth to live young and protecting them inside the mother's body. This increased their survival chances enormously. They were intelligent, able to sense danger, and adapt quickly. Over time, mammals diversified into countless forms: horses galloping on plains, whales diving in oceans, and elephants ruling forests. Doesn't it amaze you how mammals, starting small, came to dominate ecosystems worldwide? And finally, the most fascinating story of all, the evolution of humans. Unlike other mammals, humans develop exceptional traits: language, creativity, and self-awareness. From the very first cellular forms to amphibians, reptiles, mammals, and finally us, evolution has been a magnificent journey. Fossils and living organisms together reveal this incredible story written across geological time. And here's the key takeaway: evolution isn't over. It continues even today, shaping plants, animals, and yes, even humans. So next time you look in the mirror, remember, you are the latest chapter in a story that began billions of years ago with a tiny cell. Isn't that truly breathtaking? Let's quickly connect all the wonderful processes we've explored, from the first simple cells to amphibians venturing onto land, to dinosaurs ruling the earth, and finally mammals and humans shaping today's biosphere. I hope this journey opened your eyes to the marvel of evolution, a story of resilience, adaptation, and creativity in nature. Remember, every breath you take, every tree you see, every bird that flies above you is a living proof of this grand evolutionary process. Biology truly is the science of life, written across time. Until our next biological adventure, keep observing, keep wondering, and never stop being amazed by the living world.